Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, man. This is just a, what is that? Warning when the shit first comes on. And it says, go ahead and put your kids to bed, okay? This is my sermon on your mound, and guess what? It's about to get really real on this motherfucker because, yeah, we got a message today, god damn it. What's going on, Carmen? So you're going to want to buckle in because tonight, Prophet Reverend Go is going to actually, he going to be talking his shit today, all right? Talking my shit. We pop my fucking collar and talk my shit, all right? How you doing, Miss Webb? Gerald motherfucking Washington. Shout out to the guy, Gerald Washington. How you doing, bro? Yeah. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Let everybody get situated, shit. I'm Phantasmic, Carmen. Phantasmic. I'm glad to hear it, Mr. Washington. That's good. If we have a chance later on, we'll get into some cards, you know, some card pulls or whatever. Sunday card pulls. Sunday best. You know, Sunday best. And, you know, we'll see what's going on, what's popping with it. I'm just letting people get up in here before we get started. Got some announcements. Got some good shit. So, yeah. I think I almost downloaded a fucking virus on my laptop. You ever notice those things and when they have the pop-ups and it's like, oh, you have a virus, click here to clear it. It's like, yeah, I'm not clicking that shit. I gotta get me a fucking antivirus thing on there, clean that shit up. But yeah, how's everybody's Sunday going? I'm sure it's going well. It's already the end of the Sunday usually for you. Most of y'all anyway. Carmen, I think you're like already in Monday, aren't you? I've been hearing some horror stories from out that way, but I'm not even going to indulge in it. They finding motherfuckers left and right in Australia. Shit. Word. It's Monday here. Well, you're enjoying our Sunday, okay? So come on in with that, all right? Yeah. Is it true though out there, Carmen? Since you out there, I don't know where you're at, where you are at in Australia, but I heard that it's 1:02 p.m. out there. Oh shit! I heard they're like finding motherfuckers left and right for every fucking thing. Well, I know it's true because, like I said, I got other people out there that, you know. So come on in. Damn, only two. Fucking, they must know I got some shit to talk. They're fucking shadow banning me or some shit on this. They know what's up. They're like, nah, well, he's got to say we can't have that come out. We can't have that. We are in lockdown again. Yeah. What exactly does that mean? Like, you have to literally, like, if you go out for a walk to walk the dog, you're going to get in trouble? Or what? Or can you actually go to the store? Because, like, I think there's different kinds of lockdown, you know. When we were supposedly locked down, people were still out and about, though. You can still go to the store, just had a fucking curfew. Then I hear, like, certain areas over there, like, your ass just cannot be outside without some type of fucking doctor. Like, you got to have a note from the teacher or some shit to come out. Some bullshit. Me and Gerald aren't the only two on here. We are the main two on here. Oh, well, okay. I'll buy that for $1. Word. But the title of my sermon on your motherfucking mound today is Get Good at Feeling Bad so you can feel good. We are going to get into that in a minute. I'm just letting this shit kind of, I don't know what the likes are like, so go ahead and kind of ling my bitch. She likes it, okay? Put your kids away for this one, all right? Papa Sanguito's going in on this one, all right? Papa Sanguito is going in on this one, so you might want to put the kids away. You might want to whatever, all right? Because it's not going to be PG-13. 5 reasons to leave your house only, and only one person per household. Holy shit. Yes, I swear. Oh my God, I had this mint gum and drinking coffee and a piece of mint or something. Just fucking went boom. One of those, one of these times. God damn. Whoo. Shit. Six heads in the building. Hey, could one of y'all let me know what the likes, what's the likes looking like on this shit? What is the likes looking like? I can't see. I can't see likes on this shit. And I need to get to it before they start making me sound like a robot. My son is watching Uncle. Yeah, his only 2 and can't understand. Well, he might pick up some good shit then. Damn, fucking mint, man. Tell you what, fellas, chew you some mint gum before you eat some pussy. All right, it opens things up. All right, it opens things up. Maybe I'll someday share the Altoid technique, the Blue Halls technique. Okay, y'all ain't ready for that shit. But I digress. Okay, so first of all, a couple announcements. Number 1, and this really, I mean, for most of you, it doesn't really matter, but for those who are involved in the Your Roads Open ritual, tonight is the last night. I will be going to the motherfucking railroad tracks, and boy, do I got it in me too. Because when you go to the railroad tracks, you're either going to like bust your road open, or you're going to fuck somebody up. Okay, one of the two. All right, maybe both. Okay, but oh, I got it in me today. Okay, I got it in me today, and I am fucking ready. Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna work this spirit lamp one last time tonight. Almost kind of sad to see it go, but yeah, we need to get the show on the road. All right, and then after later tonight, I'll be going to the railroad tracks and doing the clearing portion of this. So that's for that. For those of you who have, there's 3 of you who have claimed your tandem manifestation spell, which is one-on-one, a spell casting with me, one-on-one. We're going to do it live together, all right, privately. There is 1 space left. I'm going to pull that in about 2 or 3 hours. And I have another announcement. So you'll be finding out probably about this shit tomorrow. But we're opening the doors for another rapid cash infusion ritual. This one is called Lucky Long Loot. This is a more lighthearted one. This is about, you know, increasing luck and probability, games of chance. I've had people ask me, can I please do one for games of chance? So this one is specifically for games of chance, and the entry is low, so there's no excuses for any, you know, broke motherfuckers or freeloaders out there, okay? So it's going to be a cool little entry point to get in. It's not all high and shit. So we're going to have that. The doors are going to open later tonight, okay? Yeah. So anyways, had to get them out the way. But let's get down to the sermon on your mom, okay? My son is watching. Okay. I already read that shit. All right. So the title of my sermon on your mound is actually, it was inspired by the guy who wrote, there's a book, what's it called again? I think it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. But the guy who wrote it's pretty good. But I heard him, and it's actually a quote from him. It's called get good at feeling bad so you can feel good. Now, what do I mean by that? What I'm speaking of, Prophetess Vance, shout out to you, is that is the ultimate form of alchemy. Okay. Most of us, especially in this society, we're too fucking frail about feeling good. Like, oh, I need to be feeling good. Everything has to feel good. And everything has to feel good instantaneously, damn near. Okay. There is a power in being able to train yourself to feel good when you're feeling bad. Okay. So let me give you an example of what that may look like. One of my favorite examples, of course, is dealing with exercise. I see so many cross references there. Okay. When you're losing weight, okay, you're going to go through times where you're fucking uncomfortable, where you're hungry. You might even feel kind of miserable. Most people, that's where they break at because there's uncomfortability there. We're not used to dealing with uncomfortability. I know I'm not saying that right, but I am. All right. Deacon Schmaggy, what's going on? So to be able to train yourself, what if during a moment like that, right? And this is just one example, right? There's obviously other examples, and we're going to get into them. So that way I can illustrate for you. I can paint. I can use my brush to paint on the canvas of your motherfucking head. Hashata basoto kapa hata. Okay? For that ass. All right. Now look. What if instead of being afraid of that uncomfort, you trained yourself to whereas as soon as you start feeling that uncomfort, you start feeling hunger, something switches on where it's like, hey, you know what? I'm losing weight right now. My body's eating itself right now. It's eating that fucking fat. So now I'm feeling good. You know, there is a whole lot of power in being able to train yourself for delayed gratification, but it's called delayed for a reason. Because in the interim between here and there, there's going to be uncomfort. But most of us, well, all right, now 11:11. Hallelujah, glory to God. All right, so look. Now, obviously, this goes outside the parameters of just, okay, that's one example. Another example, you want to do something. I don't know what it is, but you do. You want to do something, right? But the moment you start taking that little step outside of your comfort zone, oh, you start feeling it. Oh, you start feeling it, man. Maybe you feel it in your tummy, in your solar plexus, that anxious feeling. What are you doing? Do you realize what you're doing? You're leaving your comfort zone. Are you crazy? You get back up in here. What if you trained yourself to whereas if I'm feeling uncomfortable, if I'm feeling like not my regular, which may feel uncomfortable, then maybe, just fucking maybe I'm doing the right fucking thing. Maybe I'm doing the right fucking thing. Because I'm going to tell you right now, busting out of that shell of that's just who I am. How many of you have said that? Right? Well, I would start, but I don't want, that's just who I am. Who the fuck says that can change? That is a lie from the pit of hell. Okay, that's a lie from the devil's nut sack. Okay. So to me, this is like a form of alchemy. Is it pleasant? No. And since it's not pleasant, this may not be that popular. It's not pleasant at first, okay? But it's just like cold showers. At first, they fucking suck, but then you get to start liking it. You know what I'm saying? To whereas now you're used to taking cold showers, okay? It doesn't start off that way. Oftentimes, anytime it's fucking new, anytime it's different, anytime it's going to stretch your capabilities, you're going to have some turbulence inside. It's not coming from outside. It's going to be from inside. Guaranteed. Yes, the devil's nutsack. Hallelujah. Lucifer's loins. Yeah. Now, this also stretches into the realm of relationships. God damn it, you understand me? All right? Because some of what is holding some of you back are these goddamn energetic cords. And some of them you keep establishing the cord. When you're thinking about that person, okay, because we hit body, okay, we hit, okay, something you want to do, which could be starting a business, something as simple, if you really think about it, right? When I finally got the Sorcerer's Corner up, I looked at everything I had to do, and I was like, motherfucker, you could have did this shit 2 years ago. Why didn't you? It was all the internal friction bullshit inside. Some of you already kind of know what to do, but for some reason you have that invisible wall that's not letting you pass. Okay, you're not getting past that invisible wall of uncomfort. That invisible wall of uncomfort will choke you the fuck out. That is, if you don't mind being stagnated. Some people actually, like, to me, honestly, though, the pain of stagnation gets to be worse than the pain of the uncomfort of the unknown. Or because, you know, when you're stepping out in the unknown, you're not going to feel like yourself because you're doing something unfamiliar. So let's just get to that. Okay, like that's just a part of it. Like you're not going to feel like yourself. So just understand that already going in. Sometimes when you're about to quit a certain habit, okay, you have to kind of already prepare yourself. Look, I'm going to be jonesing. I'm going to be nicking like a chicken, okay, about this, whether that is a substance, whether it's a person, but you're going to have to do it. Speaking of person, you're going to have to do it. Actually, let me just take that back. You're not going to have to do it. You don't have to do a fucking thing. You don't have to listen to anything I or anybody else says. You can just do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can keep, there's plenty of people. I'm sure you've come across some old as fuck ass people, and these people have been doing the same shit over and over, and now they're old as fuck, and any day they're going to kick the bucket. And when they're about to kick that bucket, they're going to say, oh, I wish oh. You could be that if you want to. I really don't give a shit, to be honest with you. If that is you, then I'm not actually like, this really ain't even for you. I don't even know why you'd be here. But yeah. And some of you, and you'll know if it's you or not. Hallelujah. Some of you, you've either dealt with somebody who's pretty much acted like herpes in a human form. In other words, you just can't get rid of them. Or you are the herpes in human form, and they just can't get rid of you. I'm going to leave that to your discretion. You already know which side of the fence you would fall on. If that applies to you. Yeah, you know you. Either they're swimming around in your social circles, or you're swimming around in theirs. Because you're still kind of like, you know, trying to peak. But you know, trying to play it cool though, but I'm a peak. Yeah. Oh yeah. I told you. We're gonna talk some shit today. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk some shit today. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this shit. Mm-hmm. Prophetess Vance says, if you want some real changes, you better fucking do it. And that's something that we all fucking know. It's the doing part that's fucking hard for many of us. Each and every one of us has that thing that's fucking hard. And we may drag ass, we may not do it. I mention about relationships because relationships are very fucking important. What are you attached to? Who's attached to you? Relationships probably make the biggest difference in your life out of everything else. Obviously, relationship with yourself, number one. But some of you, if you're being the herpes, you need to stop. You need to have some fucking respect for yourself. Just because you're doing shit incognito does not make it any better. It's like these people who take pride that they look calm, but inside they're not calm. You can just hide the shit better. So you think you better because somebody else may get loud, boisterous. You're not better. You just hide the shit better. That's not actually being calm and peaceful. But some of you, if you're being the herpes, this is a message to you herpes out there. Holla, shut up a soto. You need to have some fucking respect for yourself. I don't know about how y'all do it, but if I'm in a relationship and I end the relationship, if I'm friends with associates of the person that I was in a relationship with, whether that be online, whether that be in person, I'm going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to bow out gracefully because I'm going to go create my own shit because that's what I do. I'm not going to stay riding the wave or still trying to, you know, kind of just stay in the little circles, in the shadows and shit. Nah, fuck that. Go somewhere. Do something. Reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have that opportunity now that you're not in that relationship. Shut up. And some of you are playing petty games because you know what the fuck you doing. You're playing petty little fucking games. Now, some of you are plagued by people playing petty fucking games too. In either case, we have to look and say, okay, if we're going to be occultists about this shit, what inside of me is mirroring outside? Okay, I've said it before. I got to swallow that shit too. Okay, I got to take the medicine too. I got to drink the Kool-Aid too. All right, that's what happens. You got to do it. You got to do it. But what does that say about you? If you don't have respect for yourself, why would you want to be around others who, you know, you ain't in your world? You out of pocket. You know you way in the fuck out of pocket still. Why in the fuck are you even trying to be in these galaxies? These are not, just, you need to just, all right? Once and for all. And all for one. Oh, I feel the Holy Spirit is convicting and touching some of you individuals, but that's because you need it. You got that, understand me? All right? Because it's true. Be trying to test my exactly. Prophetess Vance, hot shot to Basoto. Okay, she's talking about be trying to test my gangster. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're gonna get your gangster's gonna get tested, yo. It's gonna get tested, okay? Deaconess schmacky with the Kool-Aid with no sugar. Well, you know what? I've never been fond of the Kool-Aid with no sugar, but you know, I'm more of the diabetes kind when it comes to my Kool-Aid. But yeah, I'm telling you, man. And you know, I bring up relationships because these energetic cords are fucking real. So imagine this: you go and remove cords, right? And this other person starts to thinking about you, pining about you in whatever way, even if they don't show it, even if they don't touch their Netherlands over you, okay? It's still there. So that's like recasting the cord again. Okay, but this time I'm like, whoosh. I'm like, whoosh. Nah, fuck that. Whoosh, yeah. Okay? Nah, keep your fucking cord. All right? Keep your fucking cord. Go attach to something else. The ship's done sailed. Okay. Oh, Zobada, Shata, Bahinga, all right. Isa 45609 says, what about when it's family? Even if it's family, you got to do the best you can do. And I understand every situation is different. With family, it's more difficult, especially if you live with them. It's different. It's not different. It's just a difficult situation. It's harder to get away. But sometimes you need to like separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, it was said that Jesus couldn't perform no miracles in his hometown. You know why? Because he's all like, hey, guess what, motherfucker? I'm like this Messiah now. Okay, I can do shit. And you know what? All the people, you're Mary's little boy, right? Aren't you Mary's boy from down the street? Or what? So he had to leave the hometown to go start doing shit. And he went and blew up out of town, then brought it back. Oh yeah, you didn't know who I was? Sometimes I watch certain things, like I've watched young Muhammad Ali or young Bruce Lee. And I'm wondering, I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, do you know who the fuck you are? Do you know that you're Muhammad Ali? Do you know that you're Bruce Lee at that particular time, right? Because he's young. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, he may have had this idea, he may not have. But we all go through that too, whereas you got to go on your path. You got to shit. You got to be that Messiah. Sometimes you got to go out of town first. You ain't going to do it at the hometown. You ain't going to do it around your family. You ain't going to do it around the same old friends who got the same concept of you. You're this person. You stay in this box. You don't get out of this shit. When you start getting out of this box, you're making me uncomfortable. And I don't like it. Now I got to look at myself and what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. And I don't like it. I want to stay doing the same old shit. And I want you to stay doing the same old shit too. Chosen ones ain't welcome in their own towns. Yeah, there's another saying too in the Bible. It says something about a prophet ain't respected in his hometown, basically. Kind of the same shit, but it's the same message. You get me? Same thing. Relationships. Fucking relationships. Now, yes, we should learn from all of our relationships. We should. I think so. That's wasted gold right there. You know, it's wasted gold if you don't. If you don't sift through it and be like, okay, you know, if you don't use every situation or every interaction as an opportunity to learn more about yourself, you're wasting gold. You're leaving gold on the floor right there. It's just, you're leaving. Yeah, but Issa, and you know, sometimes, like I said, you just do your best. As far as that family goes, I feel you on that, because that can be a hard one, especially if you live with family or you have to, for some reason, always interact. But that's where you start cultivating that inner thing where you just kind of, you know, you have this inner thing that just blocks that shit out. You keep your interactions to a minimal. You start saying less. Maybe you don't have an attitude, but you're just saying less now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even engaging. And the most important thing is not to let them determine how you gonna feel, and no matter what situation you're in. You know what I'm saying? Andrea Richardson, lonely, yes. Alone, never. Do you mean the opposite of that? Alone, yes. Lonely, never. You know, that's why I wrote Dolo state to state. You know, it's easier that way. But some of you with these exes and shit, This situation, like I said, you know if you're being herpes or not. Are you fucking herpes? Are you herpes? Are you the herpes? Are you? You know if you are or not. You know if you are or not. You know goddamn well if you are or not. I don't even got to tell you. Because you know. When? When? When do you stop being herpes? Huh? And if you're dealing with herpes, okay, we have to also look at that. We got to take responsibility. All right. If it's showing up in our reality, we do have to take responsibility for it. Okay. We have to. All right. We got to. So it's like, where am I? Where am I still with this bullshit? Or what, whatever the question is. I don't know exactly what the question is because it would depend on the situation too. But you gotta do some self-diagnosis. What we don't want to do is just start going and pointing the finger. Okay, because that ain't gonna help you at all. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I have to work on the not letting them determine how I feel. Yeah, and you know what? Check this out. It's you're having a human experience, and we all have these triggers and buttons that are set off. It's easy to fucking not be triggered when you're living in the what do they say? It's easy for a fucking a man with no arms and no legs to not be a thief. Of course you can be and not be a thief. You don't got no fucking arms and legs. You know what I'm saying? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. But it's when you start being real in the field that you find out what you made out of. You find out where you need to strengthen yourself, what may need to change, But yeah, that doesn't take the fact away, though, that certain shit can be very fucking annoying. One of the most annoying things in the fucking world, according to ShanGO, is when you have to either see or in just anything with a fucking ex when technically you shouldn't have to. Maybe you're not even in proximity to this person, but yet and still, in my fucking phone, here you pop up in some form or fashion. And it's not even that I fucking hate you. It's just that I got my mother's ways about me. When my mom, when she was done with somebody, she was just done. Like, she could just be fucking cold as ice, And I'm sure most of you feel the same way when you're done. When you're truly done, you're done. You don't want to keep fucking nothing about the other person. All due respect, but fuck, can you fucking just phase yourself out? Can you go somewhere? Can you do something? But I guess, my patience muscles have been being tested in many ways in my life lately. And as I'm transferring from one stage or phase to another, the last remaining thing Spirit was on my ass talking about, you know what? Everything's about to just, right? Everything that you've been working, everything's about to just really, but here's your test, okay? Can you be cool before all this happens? Can you, whatever you think you're going to get from these events and all this, these happenings, these things, these manifestations, whatever you think you're going to get from these as far as how you feel, can you feel this shit now? Can you be at peace with your right now? Can you not treat your right now as a means to an end? Like, yeah. Okay, right now, cool, yeah. I'm trying to get over there. My happiness is over there. Can your happiness be right here and now? Can you be cool now? No? Black Star, 79 piece to the no. Fresno. Can you? You have to point the finger right back at yourself sometimes, says the deacon is smacky. And that's right. That's absolutely motherfucking right. There's always going to be the fingers that point back to you. So, like, as much as I would love to just point it at somebody else and be like, it's fucking you. It's you goddamn demon. You demon. All right, you herpy demon, you. It's you. I have to, whoa, what do I have here? I got 3-pointed bag in me now. So now I got to look at myself. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, man. Fuck. So I don't know which side of the fence either one of y'all be on sometimes. Either you got the herpes, that person is like herpes that just don't want to go away. They don't want to go away. They want to just pop up and all that. You know what I'm saying? You thinking it's cool. You wake up, you got something on your lip now. Okay? What? Where the fuck did you? No. You know? Some of you are the herpes. It takes a real motherfucker to say, you know what? Look yourself goddamn straight dead in the mirror and say, you know what? I am the motherfucking herpes. Because that's the only way you can unherpes yourself. Okay? It's the only way you can unherpes yourself. You have to look dead in the fucking mirror and say, you know what? Self, we've been being the herpes. Okay? You need to be your own fucking intervention. Okay? You need to be your own intervention. Because you can front and fake to everybody else, but you know goddamn well you the motherfucking herpes. Shit. Hashada Basoto. Ah. God damn it. And I get it. You know, sometimes if you are being the herpes, maybe you got imprinted. Maybe you met a motherfucker that's a cold imprinter. Okay? A very hard act to follow. Almost impossible. Okay? I get it. I can't fault you for that. But yet and still, you got to assume responsibility for your herpiness. Okay? Don't be the herpes. All right? And if you are plagued by the herpes, in the form of somebody else who just won't fucking go away, you got to question yourself. You got to investigate. You got to do some introspection. You got to do some assessments. You got to do some whatever. And it sucks too, especially when you ain't even thinking about this other person and just bomb. Like, you know, shit. I know there's a meme. I know y'all seen this meme too. Don't get mad at people because they're not you, right? Because they don't do you like you would do. Like, you know, they don't act like you. Maybe you got some principles about yourself. Maybe you got some fucking self-respect about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you carry yourself in a certain way. Like, fuck all that. Yeah, I got some pride too. I'd rather go without than fucking do that shit that you doing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather fucking just fucking get fucked up than do what you doing. But not everybody's you, right? Yeah. Issa. Yeah. Like exactly. Like, you know, that gets irritating too. But once again, and not everybody like you. Not everybody's like you. Not everybody can go on their own. Some people are still stuck in people pleasing. There's a lot of that shit. Even if they don't really recognize it, they're on some still people pleasing and I need to be validated. I need other people to validate me and blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. Everybody, we all like validation, okay? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Everybody likes it. Who don't? Who don't? But sometimes when you start to remove yourself from that, obviously you're going to start to feel bad. That's where the feeling bad comes in to be good. Because a lot of times what you should be doing is going to make you feel a certain way that you might classify as bad. You might feel uncomfortable. You might feel whatever, okay? But you might feel scared. You might feel like, oh shit, I'm all alone. Oh, you know, okay. But if you could just maintain your course through that, there is a light at the end of that tunnel. To whereas you're going to start, what if you started getting to be, you know what? When I start getting scared, and I start feeling like, yo, I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know, whatever. I should get happy because I know I'm on the right track because I'm stepping into the fucking unknown. I am escaping my motherfucking comfort prison. Crystal ball. Yeah. You know, it's all on how you define shit. That's what the real alchemy is about, is how you define each and everything that happens. When something happens, do you say it's bad? Okay, then it's going to be bad for you. Is it something that's happening to you or for you? Then that's what it's going to be for you. There is no right answer. It's whatever you say it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck it's going to be. Unfortunately, a lot of times we just go into default mode and we just start judging things and shit like that. And I get it. We all do it. Nobody's exempt. We all do it. But the point is, what separates the gods from the boys and the goddesses from the girls is who can catch themselves while they're doing it. Who can say, wait a minute? Who can wake up during that trance? Because, you know, you go into a trance when you start feeling bad, when you start feeling anxious, when you start feeling all this. All those are forms of trance. All of those are different trances. Imagine those are different rooms in your mind, okay? Those are all different rooms. There's a room to feel good. There's a room to feel horny as fuck. There's a room to feel inspired. There's a room to feel creative. There's a room to feel bored. You got all these rooms in this mansion of your mind, okay? So can you wake up out of that and be like, hey, you know what? I don't like this room. I think I'm going to switch rooms, all right? It's like I said, shit is not fucking easy. It's very easy to say. It's definitely not as easy to do. It's simple. It is simple. It is fucking simple, but it is not easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. Yeah, man, my head's cooking. But anyhow, I'm a fucking Java too. God damn it, shit. Prophet Advance says it's unfortunate for some. Very well. Not all fruit of the same tree ripen at the same time. You know, I was just having this conversation with a client, and they were just saying how sometimes it depressed them because they were trying to, you know, drop some gems on people that were close to them. And you could just tell it's falling on it's like trying to throw seeds, plant seeds in sand. It's just not taking. It's not happening, you know. And I'm just like, well, you just have to realize that none of us ever woke somebody else up. Okay, you have some of these YouTubers and shit on here. It's like a fucking ego thing for them, you know. They want to pride themselves, like, yeah, I'm waking people up. You ain't waking a motherfucking thing up, nigga. You ain't waking nobody up. What happens is people have that time already pre-written, predestined time where they're going to awaken. And if they awaken or they become conscious to a certain degree and they happen to cross paths with the information you're putting out, okay, then it clicks. But that information is not waking up anybody. How many times have you, think about in your past, where you may have even had an idea, right? But for whatever reason, you just weren't ready for it back then. Then all of a sudden, something inside you clicked. And now that idea or a new idea or something, it's like, where was this thought at a year ago? Well, a year ago, you weren't ready for it. It's not that the thought wasn't there. You just weren't ready for it. Your radio dial wasn't tuned to the right frequency for that shit. You couldn't pick that up. There's no way you could see it. Even though it was all around you, you just couldn't tap into it. You know? Meditation helps with shifting emotions. Hallelujah. Yeah, it does take practice. I mean, you know, Black Star 79 says shifting the emotions takes practice. It does. But if you're going to think, if you're going to say practice, right? What else is more worthy of practice than that? Really? What else affects every other area of your life? Everything, everything, everything. People hate meditation. I get it. I understand. I totally understand. Because they hate what comes up during meditation. They hate the frustration of feeling like they're doing it wrong. They hate the frustration of like, this ain't ever going to go right. Every time I meditate, it's like, I'm just reminding myself how I'll never be able to do this shit. That's what people think and feel when they go to meditate. And that's why they don't do it. It's gotten to the point where a lot of us, we can't even like just turn everything off and just be in silence for a minute, even like 10 minutes. I'm willing to bet you try that shit. Watch. Try that shit. Your ass gonna be reaching for your motherfucking phone. Watch. Or something. I promise you. Okay, you could do 10 minutes? Cool, you a badass then. Try 20. Try 30. See if you can do that. Some of you can, but most of you cannot. Well, most of you cannot. You know what else I noticed too? This is just an off thought, right? Everybody, if you go somewhere, right? If you go somewhere, right? This is a cell phone, right? If you go somewhere, everyone's always like this, looking down, right? You know what else is funny, right? What usually comes through this phone? But negative emotions, right? Especially if you're like watching news or you're on, you can't escape. Even if you don't like read it, the fact that your eyes just scan past it, like on Facebook or some shit like that, it's there, right? But dig this, something I caught, right? I don't know if you all have heard of eye accessing clues, right? So what your eyes do affect your mind and your brain, right? When you really want to evoke what you felt, not what you remembered visually, not what you remembered hearing, not what you remembered telling yourself, but when you want to remember what you felt, people look down. That accesses the feeling part, the memories of the feelings, right? It opens up the whole feeling part when you're looking down. And it just, I connected the dots because I'm like, everyone's always looking down at their phone too. So we're like accessing this feeling part of our brains while we're looking down at this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because who goes like this? Who walks around like this? Playing with their phone. Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nobody. Nobody does. It stays in your mind without realizing it. Precisely. Precisely. Motherfuckers be getting headaches because their neck muscles. I know I've gotten it before where I'm just like your neck muscles from fucking looking down so much. There's still an energy exchange. Yeah. I definitely am, Issa. I definitely am, because that's what the fuck I do. I stay on some shit. I've been thinking about this. Because I be going places and I'm just like, everyone's just fucking looking down. Everyone's like automatons, right? Everyone's just looking down at their phones. If you go to a function, you go anywhere, everyone always is just there looking down at their phone. Everyone, and I'm just like, then it started, I remember like from NLP, there's eye accessing clues. So you can look at somebody, if they look up a certain way. Now, this is not set in stone, but if they look up a certain way, they're making shit up. If they look up a certain way, they're accessing memory as to what they seen, because a lot of people remember visually. Then some people can look side to side because they're remembering what they heard, what it sounded like. Then there's like that internal voice. You remember telling yourself something, but it's an internal voice. There's an eye accessing clue for that. Your eyes will move automatically as your brain starts to recall that RAM, that random access memory. You know what I'm saying? So depending on how you codified that memory is going to depend on where your eyes go. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, is when you look down, you are accessing how you felt. Ask somebody how you felt about something. Watch their eyes. I am, Issa. Yeah. Appreciate that. But yeah. And I was like, this, like I said, I've been thinking about this for weeks now. I don't know when I was going to say this shit, but it's coming out now. But it's like the thing that people do most and puts them in an emotional state the most is when they're accessing their feelings. Obviously, you can't access feelings without getting into a feeling, right? So if you're looking down and accessing your fucking emotional RAM, okay, and you're simultaneously looking at shit that is conjuring, evoking negative emotions, fear, all this other shit, like, it's no wonder. It's no fucking wonder. It is no wonder. It is no fucking wonder. And I was just like, that's fucking très bizarre. Très bizarre. But yeah, anyhow, I'm going to be wrapping up my sermon on your mound. I figure we'll have some time to do a few card pulls. If you have a specific question, you can see the scrolling text here on the bottom of your screen. Okay, that's how you get a specific question answered. All right. So some people speak and still don't look up from their phone. Exactly. They're entranced. They are entranced by their phone. You remember how your kids used to get entranced? Those of you with kids, or even if you remember talking to somebody while they're watching something on TV and they're literally like in a fucking trance, but they're right next to you. And you're like talking to them, hey, did you fucking clean the dishes today? And they're just like, hey, you go like this shit. Hey, yeah. Okay, well, it's the same shit, except now you're looking down. Now you're looking down. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, yo. Like our dependability on this shit right here. It's just fucking nuts, dude. It is scary. It is really scary. And I mean, how many times, most people, we've all done this before. You're fucking doing this shit while you driving. You're doing this shit while you're going 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. You're still like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking crazy, yo. It is fucking nuts. Like fucking zombies, but yeah, like fucking zombies. They call them automatons. Automatons are those, like, when you like on the walls of Kemet, they showed a war. I forgot who was. I think Bobby Hemmett was speaking about this shit. But they even had a wall where they were showing like false humans, or I guess you can almost say automatons too, having a war, because the automatons are just waiting to be programmed. They need to be told what to do. They don't have it within them. They don't have the wherewithal within them to carve and create their own path or to think for their fucking selves. They got to be told what to do. And to me, it's sickening. The thing that sickens me most about everything that's going on right now is just how nobody's reluctant to question anything. I might be, like, out of everywhere I go, I might be the only motherfucker there who's like actually questioning what the fuck is going on. Everybody else just falls in line. Everybody else. And that is a crazy, weird feeling. Bory Snow, yes, he is. For take Lee. No, I don't take Cash App right now. I'm sorry. All I got is the PayPal.me right now. I don't do Cash App. And if you do question, they think you're crazy. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They are conditioned to attack someone else. It's as far as mind control goes, I gotta say, beautiful job. Well done to the whatever the forces that be at this point in time. Beautiful job. Beautiful. Great work. Great work. You know what I'm saying? Great work. Love and life. Great work. Great work. And now also I see the divide coming between those who have done something and those who are like, fuck you, I'm not doing that. And now it's like, you know, this team is growing bigger though than the ones who said, fuck that, I'm not doing that shit. The ones who say, fuck that, I'm not doing that, I'm noticing are growing smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's getting more streamlined and more streamlined. People that I would have never thought would do the damn thing are doing it now. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, wow, you must really got to travel really bad, huh? Like, or something. And, you know, I don't want to get into the whole judgment thing because that's not my thing. But just, I mean, this is a fucking great spell, yo. This is a fucking, I mean, out of all spells, like, magnifique, yo. To the powers that be, hey, good job on this one. I ain't player hating, you know what I'm saying? I got to actually, hey, as one occultist to I think another, you know what I'm saying? I gotta say, hey, good work. You know what I'm saying? Like that y'all did some shit. But then again, y'all do control media and all this other shit. And people are just controlled by media. They always have been. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's a phone, whether that's a TV, whether that's a fucking newspaper, or fucking a papyrus tablet they used to pass out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was. People have always been controlled by that shit. Bori Snow said it's Russian roulette. It's a trip to have escaped the matrix. You're aware of it. Not everyone gets out. No, I mean, whatever, man. Shit. I honestly don't feel like it's our business, though. It's none of my business personally who gets out and who doesn't. I'm only I can only be concerned with one person. As far as that goes, escaping the matrix shit, you know, and I'm looking out for those who are, you know, escaping the matrix or, you know, becoming conscious on a certain level, which is going to take them out that matrix. They're waking up from the matrix too. So in that case, it's like, oh, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you might benefit from knowing this shit, you know? Okay, cool. But as far as like turning over an apple cart, getting on there with a bullhorn and trying to like fucking do all that shit, man, fuck that. The masses, and I hate to say this is another Bobby Emmett quote, but it's fucking true. The masses have only been good at one thing, it's dying. You know what I'm saying? So the sheep love to be sheep, dude. What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? You know, they love it. So I think the thing is to really focus on getting the fuck up out of here. You know, obviously, like I'm not attached to this body, you know, although others do get attached to this body, you know. But yeah, when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know, my job is to just clean up whatever I needs to clean up, so that way, you know, make sure my heart is right, so and my consciousness and all that good shit, you know, and that's it, man. And it's disguised as a form of convenience, everything at your fingertips. Yeah, for real. Like, hey, I mean, I had some fun while I was down here. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and I think I'm not saying like, I mean, who knows when our time is up, and I'm not saying that I feel like it's next week for me or whatever, but like, you know, I do feel more of a not a rush, but like a hey, like, you know, this is the first time in my life I've ever been this focused on what I'm doing, on my first of all on my own self-development so I can be of service to anybody else. If I'm not cool, then I ain't gonna be cool with some to anybody else. Number one, that goes for you too. Number two, my purpose, whatever you want to call it, you know, I've just been diving into that and, you know, trying to be of best service as I can, you know, and shit like that. And, you know, anything else, any extracurriculars are just extracurriculars, you know what I'm saying? If you can wait until mid 2023, then you'll go. Love and life, yeah. If you need a question answered, you can, like I said, follow the little scrolling ticker. I'll refresh my PayPal here so I can see. It kicked me out again. Hold on. And then I'll also do some like just Sunday card pools, you know, my sermon on your mound card pools. Just those are free if you just want a card pool. See whatever comes through for you. Yeah, I don't show nothing yet. Um. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah. It's just like Prophetess Vance throwing it up there. She like throwing it up like gang signs and shit. Ugh, I love that shit. Gotta love Prophetess Vance shit. But yeah, so it's just one of them things, man. Like, if you are a social creature, you're gonna be fucked, pretty much. You have to be, I don't know, man. Like, you're gonna be fucked. You don't have Cash App or Zelle. No, I don't have Cash App or Zelle. There's a reason and a story for all of that shit, but I am definitely not getting into that here. Not on the internet, okay? Hala shada basoko. All right. So yeah, it's yeah, this is fucking nuts, man. But this is also a grand time of opportunity, yo. It really is. I don't look at it like doom and gloom. I really don't. I really don't. And you know what? Spirit can't be outdone. Somebody was taught, there's this guy, I forgot his fucking name. His last name is Wong. But if you look up, what is it? Process of Gateway Ascension. This guy came on and he was talking about how the CIA published a document in 2003. They finally unclassified it. Okay. And in this document, it says one person whose shit is all lined up, right, can destroy a whole fucking army. And this is the CIA saying that shit. Okay. This is not like me saying it. You know what I'm saying? This is not like, this is them saying it. And obviously, it makes perfect sense why they would want. They are deathly afraid. Like I said, we don't need, like, okay, if you take 100% of the people, right? You don't need like 50% to be conscious or to be at certain degrees of consciousness. All you need is like this fucking much. And this much, man, we scraping the rest. We scraping the rest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Celestial, I'm gonna open it up right now. I'm just doing my sermon on your mound, okay? Or finishing it up. But yeah. So I mean, this is coming from them, and these are people, of course, they try and weaponize every fucking thing. Everything that this particular species does is about weaponizing, about destroying. And you got people that are trying to save the planet. They want to do all this, what is it? Making you infertile and shit like that. Because they want to save this planet. They're attached to this fucking illusion. If you're so illuminated, then why would you be attached to this fucking planet? Unless you got nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got nowhere else to go. And you're trying to save a planet when you're the most unnatural fucking thing on this planet. I swear, this world is full of paradoxes, yo. There was this movie with Tom Cruise where they'd use psychics to find people. Yeah, I watched that. There's actually another movie on Netflix too that's very similar, but like you can even like, it's kind of the same thing where like in the movie, you can like, it's almost like you can go there like a camera. You could see what exactly happened. You could see from different angles. And it's just nuts. Like everything is within this grid of consciousness. So you could see anything that happened. But there's also people who can go in there and hack that shit and edit certain things out and shit like that. Learn to enjoy the burn. Burn means you're growing if you pay attention. Absolutely. That's magic in and of itself, yo. It's turning that pain into something like I actually enjoy the pain. I mean, some of you bitches know about that shit. Y'all like the pleasure. You like some pleasure with your pain, don't you? Of course you do. You know, it's one of them weird paradoxes, okay? You secret little fucking slutty porn star, you? Of course you do. And I'm glad to deliver it, okay? All right, but let's not get off topic here. All right, but you get what I'm saying. That's just another example, right? Shit. There's no saving this planet. It's going to do what it does best. I 100% fucking agree with you on that shit. I 100% agree with you about that shit. I 100% agree with you about that. And you know what? Everything in this physical existence is based on cycles. Everything is cyclical. Everything, right? Even if you look at your life, you have certain cycles. You have smaller cycles and you have bigger cycles. But everything is cyclical. So, once again, this planet, she's having a fucking fit, yo. She's going through menopause or something. She's having a fucking fit right now. She's grooving, moving and grooving right now. She is getting pissed the fuck off right now, you know? And it's like these people that want to save the planet by depopulation are the same ones spraying all this shit in the fucking air. I'm sure y'all everywhere, guy, everywhere. You can't even see a picture anymore without not seeing some fucking chemtrails or some shit. Um, Everything is now fake, fake food, fake this, fake that. And now they want to put some fake fucking DNA up in your shit. Some synthetic fucking anything synthetic is not going to cut it. You know, Mother is going to save herself. You know, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. It's either going to be Mother Nature or some other fucking thing. Don't be surprised, like, because shit can come out the sky too. You know what I'm saying? Shit. It could just be one fucking meteor away, yo. One little asteroid away, and it's a wrap. One solar flare away. Okay, the sun can fucking queef one time real good. And all of our fucking electronic shit, everything is done. Or like that movie with Nicolas Cage, it was called The Knowing, I think it was. But it's like the sun did this powerful solar flare, and everybody on Earth knew it was only because it takes like maybe a couple of days for that flare to reach from the sun to the Earth. But when it did, it was going to incinerate everything. So all you could do is just basically sit around and fucking wait, you know? Yeah, you like being seen, Mia. I think you like being seen. You want me to see a lot, don't you? You probably misbehaving right now in front of your phone, right? Because I can see. All right. Shame on you. Ha shata basoto. All right. Shame on you and your lascivious demons. Okay. All right, let's open it up though. But that once again, that was my sermon on your mind as far as get good at feeling bad. So you can feel good. Okay. Yes, Lord. All right. So I'm gonna open it up. If you would like just a card pool, you can put your fucking little hand up. That's what we're gonna do. You can put a little hand up. If you have a specific question, you want to take advantage of having this asset known as the Go, all right, accessible to you, you can follow that little thing right there. Just donate $9.99 or more. Okay, if you're about that circulation life. Oh, Prophetess Vance, she's always the first one in line for this shit. She beats everybody. All right. Now, if you're new to this and not true to this, okay, you're gonna want to watch because as I'm finishing up somebody's card pool, that's when you want to get your little hand up in there because then I'm gonna pick whoever I see at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's like Quick Draw McGraw in this motherfucker right here. TV's Quick Draw McGraw. Prophet is best. It's like Quick Draw McGraw in this motherfucker, man. Shit. So yeah. You're blonde. What? I wait. That's your group. I'm blonde tonight. Huh. I don't know. Don't know what that means. All right. Okay, TV. What do we got for TV? We'll just do a few of these. It's 9 o'clock. Oh, also, all my Sorcerer's Corner members, I done fucked up, man. I put a brand new. We got the 360 protection. It's an audio amulet. It really is, but it's also subliminal incantation. You can play it. You don't need to play it every fucking day. Okay, it's powerful for divine protection. Also comes with a PDF where you could take a very simple but powerful bath while you're listening to it for even an added extra oomph to it. And I forgot to put it up in the Sorcerer's Corner. God, bad ShanGO. Bad go. All right, so, all right, TV. But that's coming. I'm going to put that up tonight. Also, Corner member is going to have access to it. You already got it. So, my bad on that one. Okay. Oh, TV. TV. You got the 4 of diamonds. But you know what? It's not reversed. It's not reversed, okay? So what is that saying, okay? I think you know what it is. I think tonight is a time you can actually tap into something else that you really want. Something that you really, truly want. What do I really want? And you know what I say about this card too, TV? Maybe it's not about the what. Maybe it's about the what and the why. What is it and why? If you want to put that steam ahead, especially as we head into the last day of this Your Roads Open ritual, and I know you in it, that might be part of a preparation, okay? What is my motivation in this scene? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is my why? What and why spells how every single time, okay? So I'm going to leave that up to you as far as what that might mean for you, okay? She's with it. She's like, okay, bang. Okay, who's next? Who is next? Who is next? Mia. Mia May. I think that's the last little sauce missing for you, as far as at this point in time for you, Prophetess Vance. Because I know once you get a move on, don't be surprised if things start happening fast to some degree. Some things are going to happen fast. Some things obviously are going to just take their time, their gestation time. Everything in divine timing. You know what I'm saying? Everything in divine timing. But sometimes that divine timing is real fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? Or you get enough shifts to motivate you to like, okay, I'm definitely like, moving in the right direction. Signs and wonders follow after the action. They don't come before. That's where a lot of people get it fucked up. They wait around for signs and wonders. It's like, no, just start moving and you're going to see the signs and wonders. Yeah. Mia May, what's happening? Who's this? Elise creates. Hello, good evening. I was just wondering if you could detail the red marker, putting them under your feet. I tried it, but it wears off when I shower. Any suggestions, or do I mark it every day? I would just do it. I would do it every day. Okay. I would do it every day, or it's one of them things. There's no set rules with it. I'm sorry to disappoint you. There's no like set rules. If you do ABC, then you're going to get deep. No, because it might be different. Maybe you only need to do it one time and let it breathe. Maybe you need to do it every day. I don't know. It depends on your situation, you know? Yeah. All right. Mia May. Mia May, me, I might. Get the wish I wish tonight. If she busts it open, let it be tight. Okay. Because it's going to be tight. It's going to fit tight. All right. So, yeah, that's just a given. I ain't ever had, I've heard nightmares of loosey gooseys, right? I've heard nightmares of, I don't know where I'm going with this, but you get what I'm saying, right? I've heard rumors of that. I ain't never come across it. So I don't know. Maybe it's them, you know. Anyways, 3 of diamonds. 3 of diamonds. Okay, you know what? You're in a particular zone right now. For one, you need to watch what you're thinking about, because you're going to probably find, or you have found, that your words and your thoughts are manifesting kind of fast right about now. Okay. I also feel Spirit is saying that you're right there on the verge, or you're in the process of manifesting, I would say, more finances or financial growth incrementally. Okay. That's not a big, huge bang. Okay. But it's growth. You know what I'm saying? It's growth. Clean your foot with alcohol and use a marker. Yes, listen to her. Huh? Okay, that's what I have for you. How did you? I don't understand that. Miss May. Who's next? You got about 15 minutes left. You want to get a question? If you have a specific question, I would get that shit in right now. PayPal.me. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So you would want to. I don't know what we're talking about here as far as that. Yeah, that's a good tip. You just take it off. You know. It depends. If you feel the need that you need to do it, but see, that's a slippery slope, because some people, they don't trust and believe in their work. So out of disbelief, out of the fact that they're like, panicking over shit, they'll like be writing that shit every day. And it's like, sometimes you need to just hit it and let it go. A lot of times you need to hit it and let it go. The more sometimes that you're doing something, you're actually just more attached to it. So you're not able to really truly manifest it, because you haven't let it go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, there's like equal parts. There's like the conception, there's all this good shit, and then there's the letting it go. Just forget about it. Okay. I put it out there, I put it out into the universe, however you want to fucking say it, hippy dippy, whatever, I put it out in the universe, and now I'm gonna forget about it. I'm gonna go about my business. And whatever I need to know, I will know exactly when I need to know it. I don't gotta fucking sit around and think about it. Shade Boogie. I see Shade Boogie. The marker works. Black Star. See, Black Stars is talking, it works when you work it. Part of working it, though, is letting the shit go. If you're doing it every day, then you're not letting it go. That means it's still on your mind. You never let it go. I would love to have a group to eat the fungi. Yeah, I don't know. The fungi. I need to revisit that. I want to revisit that. When I did mushrooms, I did not enjoy it. Partly because I couldn't shut it off. And I was starting a new job the next day. So I'm all thinking like, okay, this is only going to last 2-3 hours. I didn't know what to expect. I never took mushrooms before. Shea Boogie. You're going to rock with Shea Boogie. Come on, all you lurkers, come on out. Come on out. Come out the shadows. All right, put your hand up. Don't be shy. All right. I don't bite. I just nibble. Okay. And not initially. Sometimes I need to assess things first. I don't just go straight into nibbling. All right. Shea Boogie, what's up? Yeah, Shea Boogie. Yeah. Okay. Shea Bazookie. All right, look. Shea Bazookie. Shea Bazookie. You got. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta do a little assessment. You gotta do a checkup. You know. We're getting off track here. Okay. Stop your lascivious demons. I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. All right, Shay Lazoogie. All right, look. You got someone around you too. Spirit is saying this. You got someone around you that is just, they're probably leaking your business. Let me see here. Let me just do this like that. Yeah, they're leaking your business. Okay. You need to not tell anybody what the fuck you're doing unless they are directly involved with it. Okay. If you have certain plans, whatever, keep that shit to yourself. If you're in a relationship and you got whatever, anything, problems or whatever, keep that shit to yourself. You got a leak, okay? And not only that, this person likes to embellish too. All right, they like to embellish and just twist your shit around, and you know, it's just very messy on an energetic level. I would fucking ask my ancestor to reveal who this person is so you can kick them the fuck out of your space, or at least feed them with a very, very long spoon. All right, cast them demons out. Yeah, Shayla Zoogie. All right. What did you say, Mia? Do you believe fairies? Of course I do. I seen a fucking fairy. And somebody fucking tried to swat their ass too. It was on a bus, believe it or not. And usually fairies aren't around people, but this motherfucker was. A leak of the wrong kind. Yeah, exactly. Not the leak that you want, okay? Not the leak that's desirable, okay? Not the not that leak, okay? Another leak. You don't want that one. Yeah. You may even know who that is. I'm sure you know who it is, but you don't know that they're that. They're that leak, okay? They like to sparkle around me. Yeah, you know. Next, I do my best too to like also. I know it sounds fucking hippy dippy, but like I pick out a little tree that I like, and you know, I haven't done it in some time, but I was doing it. You know, like going bringing offerings to that tree, especially like around your particular area, your house or something like that. You know, get acquainted with the spirits that are around you. There's spirits all over the place. So, Black Man in the Bizarro World. Shout out to Black Man in the Bizarro World. What's going on? Freezer Ritual is successful. Hey, thank you for sharing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she took the bus. I don't know how she got on there, but she was like, or it was like approaching me. And this is actually at night too. This was a long time ago. And I was like, am I the only one that can see this fucking thing? Because this was like, it was like this. And it had wings. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I was so anticipating it to get closer so I could see it better. You know what I'm saying? Because I just seen it come from the front. It was coming up the middle of the bus, right? And then like some fucking asshole in front of me just fucking swats it. And then there was a bitch sitting across from me, and she was like, "Why the fuck would you do that?" You know? And he was just like, whatever. And I was pissed too, because I was like, I wanted to see it, and it was headed like right towards me. And then so immediately after he did that, I seen him swat it. I looked down at the bottom. There was like nothing on the ground. It's like that motherfucker just disappeared. Probably looked like a bug to the. It might have. And you know what? Sometimes fairies can look like bugs because they can shapeshift. Was it in our realm and solid or spirit? No, it was in our realm. Yeah. But I never seen no shit like that before, ever. Especially on the motherfucking bus. I seen a lot of shit on the bus, but I ain't never seen no shit like that. And I was like, when it was flying my direction, I was like, oh fuck, like I can't wait to see what the fuck this looks like. Cause it was like kind of far away. And I was like, oh shit. Hey, prophetess, man, you're too damn kind, prophetess. You're too damn kind, prophetess. What do we got here? Oh, thank you, prophetess. Shout out to the prophetess. It was like this big, man. It was like that fucking big, man. And I'm like, I don't know any bugs that are like that fucking big and that fly like this and that are around at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just weird. It was weird. But the bitch across the way, she was pissed. She was like, what the fuck is you doing? She was watching it too. She wanted to see what it looked like too. I don't remember all of that. I hate when they come like little moths and get all in your face. Yeah. Same thing with butterflies, you know, just like spirits can assume butterflies or something, or All of a sudden, like just this butterfly fucking appears. I was walking down the street and this white fucking butterfly was just like literally flying around my head. This was like the other day, like circulating, orbiting my fucking head, my big ass head, orbiting my head, you know? And I'm like, okay, I get it. What do you want to say? You know what I'm saying? What do you want to say? But I was just like, hey, hello, you know? I don't act like that with them. Like, what? I'm like, hey, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Another thing you could do, you can cast questions, okay? Instead of just waiting for numbers or synchronicities to pop up, you could say, all right, speaking to my ancestors, I'm speaking to my spirit, whoever, right? If you have a particular question, let whatever this question is, if it's a yes, for example, you know, let me see a 999, or let's make it a little bit more interesting, a 9999, 4 nines in a row today. Okay. If it's a no, then let me see whatever 777 or 7777, whatever it is. You know, you can play around with that though. You will get a response. You know, I remember dreaming about one that glowed in the dark and was by the fridge. It looked like an alien and had a little spaceship. I wouldn't fucking doubt it, yo. I definitely wouldn't doubt it. It's been said that the fairies represent the quantum world. When I look at it like that, it makes a lot of sense to me. You know, it makes a lot of sense to me. Anybody else like a card, free card pull, or do you have a question? Well, you have the go in your presence. Okay, if you'd like to get your own question answered, you can follow this shit right here on the bottom. Yeah, TV. She said that's a great idea. Be proactive with your messages. Exactly. You don't have to just sit around and wait. You can ask questions and get answers. A lot of times we forget that shit, you know? Yeah, a lot of times we forget that shit. So I would suggest for the future references, okay, if you have something that you want to know, you can ask. You can even ask. It doesn't have to necessarily be numbers, too. You can just be like, show me, I don't know, whatever. Something that's kind of out of the ordinary, though. Something that you know you're just not going to just accidentally see, you know, and watch what happens. You know, that's how you really start. This matrix talks back, yo. It responds to your thoughts and your feelings, okay? It reflects right back to you, or it answers back. This intelligence that is within nothingness, that permeates fucking everything, talks back, okay? All right, Gerald Washington, not a problem here. We got a card, serving it up hot, frying it up on the grill for Jared Washington. Card for Gerald Washington. We're barbecuing these cards, okay? I'm queuing right now. I'm queuing. I got my apron on and everything, all right? Chopping up. I'm on some fucking Benihana shit, okay? I'm gonna make that fucking volcano steam for your ass, okay? I'm cooking it right in front of you, all right? Cooking it right in front of you, hallelujah. In the name of the Holy Spirit. Oh, this may even tie into my Sermon on the Mount today. Hallelujah. Bill Rodriguez. Shout out to Bill Rodriguez. Okay, Joe Washington. We have 6 of hearts reversed. Okay? I think you may have been going through something where you kind of feel, for one, what's coming to me is you're feeling emotionally off balance. 6 is always about balancing shit out, right? Another thing that they're saying to me to relate to you is I think it's time to kind of maybe do an assessment as far as like, are you carrying something around? You know, I feel like first of all, there's something you have been kind of like holding over yourself. You've been kind of beating yourself up or something. There's something that you've been carrying around as it relates to you. So the first thing and foremost, you need to release yourself from this, whatever. I guess you could say, forgive yourself, okay? Forgive yourself. Tunnel voice. Oh no. Hey, it's past an hour. Remember we said about that? After about an hour or so, I start getting robotic. Hold on, hold on. How do I sound? How do I sound? Spirit is working. Yeah. Anyways, Joe Washington, you hearing this? I don't know if you can hear me past the robot. All right. I feel like there's something you need to forgive yourself about. You're the only one holding yourself in place with this shit. Okay. But also, what I can see is there's some type of I'm still robot. God damn. Are you serious? Shit. Am I robot now still? Hello, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Huh? Joe Washington, you hear that? Okay, good. I don't know if I'm still robot or not. Still robotic. I'm fucking robotic. All right. Yeah. All right. I'm still robotics. He's saying, yeah, Gerald, can you understand what he's saying with the robot? Yeah, man, shit. I guess it's time. I guess Spirit's trying to say, okay, you got business to take care of. Why? You need to stop playing with cards. Okay. Yeah, I can understand. Okay, cool. That's good. Have you been feeling kind of emotionally off? Gerald Washington. Just, I guess you could say not like yourself, but you know what I mean? Like just kind of off. Okay, don't be adding side. Yeah. Might as well have some fun with it, you know? Shit. Might as well have some fun. I might as well have some fun with it, man. Anybody else on the card? I swear, man. I don't know what this. Yes, today was off. Okay. I felt that from you. I did. It's worth investigating why, at least, you know, or at least to see what's kind of going on. You'll find, you may even, I think it may even have to do with something before today. Maybe even like yesterday, you know, or something kind of close to bedtime that you brought with you into bedtime, and a lot of times you'll wake up with that shit. Got to be careful with what you go to bed with, as far as on your mind and on your heart. You know, sounding like an alien from those 80s. Take me to your little. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. For some reason too, I feel like there was a little sadness in your day, Gerald. See, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to go. I'm not trying to go all in there with you like that, you know. But I passed the message on. But yeah, I kind of felt like a sense of also not all the way. It's not like it was huge, but it was just like a sense. There was like maybe a couple different feelings all rolled into kind of one, and it's kind of hard to tell just what the fuck you're feeling. You know, it's right on time. Appreciate that, Mr. Washington. Yeah. Back to normal. All right. Yeah. Anybody else like a card? Who wants some of this Benihana's? This Benihana action, huh? Start throwing them around. Huh? Who wants them? Who want what? Who want what? Gerald Washington, he had some ghosts from the past visiting too. Emotional past. Something. I don't know. I just felt like a sense of like maybe even a little bit of nostalgia or sadness relating to something. I don't know. I don't know why I felt that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. All right. Picking up what you're putting down, brother. Okay. Anybody else like a card? Anybody else like a card? Anybody else like a card before we shut this shit all the way down? Nell Salar, good evening. You came at the wrong time. We're about to conclude. But hey, maybe it's the right time for you. Maybe it's the right time. Gerald Washington says, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I can be wrong. Shit. Can I be wrong too? I can be wrong. Yeah, I can be wrong too. Okay, anybody else like a card? I guess going. Anybody else want just a card pull? If you have a question, like I said, you have about 2-3 minutes to get that motherfucker in. Let me refresh this shit. Let me just see what's happening. And like I said, by the way, coming soon, dropping later tonight or tomorrow, early tomorrow, details on the new Rapid Cash Infusion Ritual, Lucky Long Loot. This particular ritual is dealing with games of chance and luck. Okay? I've had a lot of requests. You know, I'm not saying it's going to change your whole financial fucking future, but I'm talking about you can get some hits, you can get some wins. Okay? We can get some wins in. Okay? So whether you play scratchers, whether you play the numbers, whether you play bingo, whether you go to the casino, some form of a game of chance, whether you enter sweepstakes, there's plenty of sweepstakes online that you can enter free and win. So I'm not trying to like push it on you now. If you don't want one, I'm definitely trust me, I ain't gonna complain. Shit, you know. But I'll see what's going on with you. Now, free card pool. You're not wrong. Okay. All right. I just read that, Mr. Washington. Okay. I thought he was completed. No, I'm still doing it. There seems to be a lag in my comments from what I say. Seems to be a little bit of a lag there. Seems to be a little bit of a lag there. All right. Take advantage of this time, Nell Salar. Okay. To come up with a new plan or a new strategy. Sometimes it's not what, sometimes it's the how. Sometimes it ain't what you do, it's how you're doing it. You got the right what, you just need to change the how. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to reassess that. But now is a time where I feel like you're going to be very receptive. It's like if you put your antenna up, right? This is the time now to catch some good signals for you. I'm gonna have to. It's the first. Yeah, you gotta catch that shade bug. You got to catch that sermon on your mound. Okay, you're gonna want to. Just make sure it's shaved. All right. All right. Just make sure it's shaved. That's all. I don't even mind stubble a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes, yes, you can get the cactus tongue. Okay. Sometimes the cactus tongue is, yeah. Okay. Especially when you like to go all around the world and shit. Okay. It, it does add some wear and tear on the old tongue. The cactus tongue. Y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. So nice and smooth is the way to go a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this sermon on your mound, you don't want to miss this one. This one is some shit. I told you I'm going to talk some shit today. I came out and I talked my shit. TV, don't you face palm me. Don't you face palm me, prophetess. Okay? Don't you face palm me. I'm kicking the real shit. Okay? And unless you're a lesbian, such as me, I'm a lesbian, okay? Trapped in a man's body, okay? Unless you a lesbian trapped in a man's body, unless you a carpet muncher, amen, carpet muncher, okay? Unless you are, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about, okay? Yeah. So I forgive you. I forgive you because you not know, okay? They do not know hallelujah, okay? They don't know about that cactus tongue, all right? Cactus jack tongue, all right? They don't know about that, okay? There could be some irritation with that, all right? This this tip right here, it has a shelf life, okay, during a session, okay? And then it gets to a point where it gets raw as fuck, depending, okay? I'm just breaking it down for you because you need to know this, all right? Now, when this starts getting raw, you're gonna want to move the action back here, okay? So you want to be able to lick with the back of the tongue all the way to the front, okay? I done said enough, right? I done said enough, though. Yeah, but yeah. So you want to keep this nice and soft, okay? But if you got the cactus tongue going on, this doesn't stay as soft as long, okay? Lord, they don't know. Lord, see, Gerald Washington laughing because he know what I'm saying is right. Where do you get all this information and information on the cactus tongue? Here? Only but on ShanGO Ray TV. You're a fool if you ain't tuned in. You know what I'm saying? A tutorial. That's right. You want to take them licks and extend them licks, okay? You want that. You want the back of the tongue on the man in the boat, okay? You want to do that, right? That's what you want to do. That's almost a whole other sensation. Different parts of your tongue feel different, okay? So you're welcome, all right? You're welcome, all right? Yeah, spilling secrets. C-Dub, you know what I'm saying? C-Dub in the house, of course, you know what I'm saying? That's just, if you can't donate a few secrets, then what good are you, huh? What good are you, right? That's what I say. And I already gave out another one, too. Make sure you chew some nice spearmint gum. This one would be okay. Okay. Y'all always say about how I'm always chewing gum. Yeah, I'm always chewing gum, okay? Just, I'm going to let you interpret that, okay? But yeah, thank me later. Because spearmint opens you up. Spearmint in particular opens you up. Peppermint is a different kind of opening up. Okay? Spearmint gets them meridians nice and ready. Okay? Nice and ready. Yeah. Yeah. Cactus tongue. That's right. So look, save a tongue. All right. Wreck a razor, save a tongue. Okay? Wreck a razor, save a tongue. Okay? Wreck that razor, not that tongue. Okay? All right? All right. Of course. I haven't even got into my whole bag, man. Y'all don't know about the double tongue technique. That's right. Yeah. What's the double tongue technique, Sean? Huh? What? Yeah, that's right. That's where it's only what it feels like your ass got two tongues, right? Because you use your Negro lip, okay? That one, and your tongue. So it's like you're going like this. What da da what da da what da. Okay, so much for my demonstration. Okay, don't make me get. All right, just wax or that. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm saying, but in a pinch, okay, in a pinch, you may need to grab for that razor. You might not have time to do all that waxing and shit. Okay, just might not have time. Something may happen spur of the moment, and you're like, damn, last time my wax was how long? And oh yeah, ding 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 ding, bing 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 bing. Oh yeah, I got to do something now. This motherfucker's coming over right now tonight, like in an hour. You know, I needs to do something now. That's when you're gonna reach for that razor. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I got to do my hair. I got to do this, to that. When am I going to have time to fucking wax? You ain't going to have time to wax. You better pull that razor out. Double time while you in the shower. You know what I'm saying? I feel the smooth peppermint patty. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Yeah. No, just keep it maintained every 4 weeks. Okay. You know what? Hey, if you stay ready, as the big and schmacky proposes, then you ain't got to get ready. All right? You ain't got to get ready. All right? You're not gonna have little patches going off here and there because you was in a hurry or shit. You ain't gonna have to worry about that shit. Why? Because you stayed ready. Right? And everyone's laughing because it's a laugh of recognition. They already know that shit. And believe me, we'll find it. Okay. Oh, there's a patch. You missed a spot. But you know what? We're not going to be that guy. We're not even going to bring it up. We're just going to, okay. You know? Because really, it's not too big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too big of a deal. Maintenance is key. I agree. I absolutely agree. Maintenance is fucking key. You don't want to let the fucking yard get too out of line, right? Then you got to call a specialist in and shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep things, you want to stay on top of that matter there. You want to stay on top of that matter, okay? So yeah. You know? Shit. But what do I know? Oh, I've talked about that before now. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about that before, especially your toenails, right? Don't be looking like that shit just fucking, yeah. That speaks a lot. I'm supposed to believe that Yanni is pristine and well kept when them toes are looking like fucking hell? You really expect me to believe that? I'm gonna take one look at them toes and say, nah. That's a clear indication right there. Just like in your car, you have lights for the oil, for the air pressure. Well, those are your fucking Yanni lights right there, called your toes. All right. If I see them and they're nice and pristine and I mean, you may have ugly shaped toes, but at least they're clean and well kept. Cool. And I'm not even a foot person. I really don't give a shit about feet, you know? But yeah, I'm looking at how they're kept because that shows your attention to detail. And detail is detail. Detail goes for everything. Okay. So I want to see the detail in other places. And now I'm curious. Okay. This is well kept shit. Okay. I can work with that. All right. But don't be looking like you don't have your shit all busted up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can only imagine what that gacky like. I can only imagine. And because I can imagine, I ain't fucking with it. Yeah. That's a check engine. Yeah. That's like, yeah, you need to fucking service your shit. Okay. Yeah, you need servicing. You need servicing. That's what it's showing. Some dudes be having afros. Wait, who said this now? Ay, ay, ay. Now we need that. Don't. We need that. Don't for us too. Some dudes be having afros. I agree. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep, of course. You know, I ain't going to say something and not display it. You know what I'm saying? I say it and display it too. You know what I'm saying? Manscaping is real. You must thy must manscape. Okay, this isn't 1975. Okay, to say 1979, 1980 and shit. All right, where the hairier you fucking were seems like the sexier you were. Okay, times have changed. All right, no more Sasquatch, none of that shit. Okay, now, yeah, no crotch froze. All right, no crotch froze. I'm sure there's still somebody out there who likes crotch froze though, but I don't know. Yeah, no crotch froze. Keep that shit to yourself. That's supposed to say that. I told a guy that, and he said he a man. I'm a man. Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, Hey, what are you gonna do? You know, I'm sure there's still women that look like Don King in a headlock. You know what I'm saying down there? I'm sure there is. I remember my dad used to have like these nudie magazines, right? And I used to sneak and read the nudie magazines. He would have them all in his room and shit. So when I'd have to go take a nap, he'd be like, "Oh, take a nap in my room. Like, get out of my hair." So of course I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." So while the coast was clear, I would like take the magazines and shit, and I'd be like, "Look." And of course, at that time, I'm a fucking little kid. So, like, I'm looking at the vaginas, like, and a lot of times you couldn't even see it because it was just like a big poof of hair. You know what I'm saying? Or the bitch would have like bikini bottoms on, but had so much hair, the bikini bottom looked like it had a head of broccoli in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no naps were had in that room. It was, yeah. I was just like, what? So this is what's down there. You know what I'm saying? But I remember, I mean, mind you, all these magazines are from the early 80s and shit. So it's like early 80s and 70s, because he had old magazines too, and I was just like, yeah, but like lots of hair. Lots of hair. Like if you was to go down there, you'd have to like fucking, like it's like you whacking your way through the Yucatan. You know what I'm saying? You're like fucking Crocodile Dundee and shit. Like, you know, that's how, yeah, especially, yeah, exactly. In the 70s porns. Yeah, yeah. I guess in the right time. Hey, whatever. I will say this. If you have like the landing strip, that's fine. If you have a very low, let's just say you had hair, right? I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. That maybe that's part of the mind control thing too, and maybe I'm under it, okay? But nowadays, I don't know any bitch who got hair on her cooch, right? And it's just like every bitch is fucking waxed and ready to go, or every bitch is like supposed to be smooth, all right? Or she might be a cactus because it's in between shavings or whatever, but she's like bald, right? I don't know any bitch that just has a muff, like fucking just, like where you like picking that shit out, like none of that. The landing strip, like I'm just saying, I don't mind it. Like it's not like I'm gonna be like, ew, I mean, come on now. But yeah, the Angela Davis look is not happening. It's just not happening. Not for the coach. You know what I mean? I got here at the right. Oh, I guess she did. Yeah, now I guess she did. I guess nobody else wants the card since we're over here talking about snatches. But since we're over here talking about crevasses, well, yeah, my favorite subject, crevasses. All right, the boss of crevasse. All right, that's who I am. I'm just saying what I meant. You know what? Sometimes I think some women have a hard time getting that shit lined up right. So they're just like, fuck it. What's up, woo woo? The landing strip. Oh, yeah. Got here late, but here I is. Well, welcome. Yeah, yeah. You gotta keep your shit. I can imagine they say if styles and everything go in cycles, right? Then is there going to be a time where like, you know, Harry Balls and Harry Conchas, are they going to be back in style again? Is that ever going to come back again? Are we going to be looking back like, man, remember right, my shit used to be bald all the time, The shit we I know it's the after hours shit, TV. The after hours shit. But anyhow, I think yes, it is educational. We need to discuss this. We need to talk about this. We need to get this out in the open so everybody understands, This is all spiritual. There is part of the ritual was to shave the crevasse, Part of the ritual was to shave the crevasse, Prophet Van said, my friend knows this guy that makes house calls to shape women up. I gotta imagine that's like a dying breed. That's like a VCR repairman. Why would you need that now if your shit's just waxed? You know what I'm saying? That's like a milkman. Do milkmen still exist where they come and deliver milk? When you got DoorDash, you got Uber Eats, like what? God, I hope not. But if they do, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I can't. Who? You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna want them clippers on your shit after it's been on somebody else's. If there was another person, I don't get it. Or I will bring a razor or a buzz cutter and my hair scissors. See, if you can use scissors on it, you probably let it go too far. You let it go too far, yo. You're like, hey, hey. That's phase one. Now we get to the clippers. After the clippers, we go to the razor. Everybody don't wax. Well, yeah. All right. I get it. I know. And then especially during this pandemic and shit, bitches were losing it, especially bitches that are used to fucking getting their shit waxed. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what am I gonna do? You better take it to that razor. You know what I'm saying? Most we ain't gonna fucking complain. Just make sure the shit's clean and we good. You know what I'm saying? We about to shit. We gonna get it in. We gonna keep it in. All right. So that ain't gonna change. Right? I just get told these things. The shit you get told, man. The shit you get told. Yeah. Yes, it is. How about yourself? Okay. Well, I think we're about to wrap it up now. I think I'm gonna wrap it up because I do have some shit to do. I got to get ready to take these. We're about ready to really put the crescendo on this motherfucking Your Roads Open ritual. So I'm fucking hyped for this shit. When I go to the railroad tracks, man, this is the difference that makes the difference. Okay, I'm telling you right now. Every time I have had a situation where it just seems like, we all get out of alignment. We all get blocked up, stocked up, energetically speaking. This one never fucking fails. And I'm taking each and every one of you participants of the Your Roads Open Ritual with me to the railroad tracks on your behest. And we are going to fucking boom shot it out. Okay. Deacon Smacky says, my wax girl was doing it out her house for some customers during pandemic. Yeah, hey, can I slide through? I need that. Yeah, sure. Hey, it's important during the end of the world in a worldwide pandemic that she stays, deliciosa. It's important. If you're gonna go out in style, right? Go out in style. Go out in style, man. Go out in style. If you're gonna be trapped and cohabitating with somebody, remember people were stuck with people. There was a whole lot of domestic violence and shit because people were like had to live with somebody that they just did not want to be with. Like if you're gonna be stuck with somebody, make sure your shit is right. At least make sure, my priorities. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know it's the end of the world, but my shit finna look immaculate though. It's finna look immaculate. Okay? It's finna look immaculate. All right. The lawyers were busy. Certain people were busy and certain people were just fucking out of luck. The whole industries died. People who are kind of relevant got irrelevant really fast, and then other new things started to pop up. So one thing is you got to make sure that yarn is smooth. All right, you got to make sure she's smooth. All right, because I can tell you what, pandemic or not, you still gonna want. You still gonna want to have her. You know, you still gonna want some attention. All right, she's still gonna need some proper attention. All right, you don't see them playing football in a fucking jungle, right? So that's it, something. All right, that's it, something. Anyways, I think we're about to conclude now. I think I done blessed you, lascivious demons, with what it is that you needed to hear tonight, this particular evening. Yes, that. Our own lascivious demon, Prophetess Vance. Yeah, or that one by Plies. I feel like fucking. I don't know about that shit. I don't know about that. Anyways, I digress. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you. And might be back on tomorrow. You know what? You're probably going to see a lot of me this week because we're going to be hyping this long loot. Okay, this lucky long loot. Okay, this is about having some fun. This is about winning some money. Ain't nothing funner than winning some motherfucking money. That's what we're going to be getting into. Okay, so I realized that the new moon is this coming Sunday. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm kind of behind. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a whole lot of time, but we're going to get it in. We're going to make it do what it do. So yeah. All right. And if you took part in the tandem manifestation spell, there is still one spot available for that where we work together one-on-one. We cast a spell together as well, one-on-one, a private stream coming up this week sometime. We got to arrange that. Anyone in the tandem manifestation spell, you can also be a part of this lucky long loop ritual if you want. All you got to do is just say, hey, let me in. If you are in the Sorcerer's Corner, Gold Member Alchemist level or above, all you gotta do is say, let me in. I will get the fucking opt-in box ready for this ritual. I promise you that, okay? So, I would love to win some money. That's what this is about, Felicia B. It's about winning some money this time. Having fun, winning some money. You did? Wait, woo-woo. You sent money for real? I don't have you over here. Look one more again. Oh, okay, my bad. Let me see. Let me refresh. You must have just came in. Ah, I see. Okay, my bad. Thank you so much. I didn't want to leave you out. You know what I'm saying? Just when I think I'm ready to go, they want to pull me back in. Okay, well, woo, you just came in, so I get it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. A message for spirit. Okay, so go ahead. Why don't you venture thusward? Come to the Shangorian altar. Okay, come to the Shangorian altar. I got you. You ready, woo? You ready? Okay. Bomb. Go ahead and take a nice deep breath in. When you're at the top of this breath, just hold it. Okay. And then when you're ready, go ahead and just release it out, releasing any tension, stress. Also, opening up a pathway for whatever needs to come through for you today, tonight, this evening, right here, right now. Okay? Ashe. In other words, woo saw out your motherfucking hoo-ha. Okay? That's what you're doing. Okay, woo. Almost lost you there, woo. I was like, because I kept refreshing it, I didn't see nothing. I'm like, okay, well, let's go. But I'm just glad I caught you. All right, and thank you too, Providence Vance, for the caps. Every time I see some people who write in caps, all caps, I just see like yelling. Like, what the fuck are you yelling at? All right. All right. Here we go. So for woo, what needs to come through for woo? What needs to woo woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? What needs to come through for the woo woo woo? Oh man, Wu-Tang season 2's coming up in September too. I'll be watching that shit. Every time I say your name, Woo Woo, I think about that. Shit. I only do it to search. I get you. I get you. All right, well, hopefully the alcohol didn't get on the car. Nah, there's no alcohol that I know of. All right. One more time for Woo Woo. What do I need to tell Woo Woo? What would you like me to relay to Woo Woo? All facts, no cap. All facts, no cap. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Just a moment. All right. Let's sing here. Just give me 1 second, Woo Woo. Interesting. 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 All right. I'm gonna start here. This is the one that caught my attention. Okay. I feel that there is an opportunity that may circulate around either within some type of opportunity, either within the current work you're already doing or another that you're going to be made aware of. Okay. Right now, you don't know nothing about it, but it's going to show up. That's definitely what I feel. Okay. Let me get one more clarification on that. I pulled an 8-card spreader for you because you woo woo woo. Yeah. It seems like almost somebody who's going to let you know this or like say, hey, did you know that so and so's hiring over here, or did you know that it's going to be something like that? Okay, like I said, this could be from a friend or a work co or somebody else you know that's kind of like a friend, you know. But I feel like the what really struck to me is like, hey, something's coming up. You may want to really pay attention to this. I don't know. It may be an opportunity for you. I definitely feel it's an opportunity, but I feel like it's an opportunity for you, which is why it's coming up in this reading, you know. All right, now in the middle here, you can't see this shit, but I'll show you. Some of these, okay, you got 2 4s next to each other. Okay. I get a sense too, kind of, for one, this 4 of hearts is bothering me. It's because to me, it's feeling like if I'm gonna jump into your body, right, and feel what you feel, I'm gonna say that I'm feeling like although things are going pretty cool, you know, I be feeling kind of like imprisoned. Like I'm ready to bust out. I'm getting impatient. I'm ready to grow to the next level. Okay. So I feel like one of the things that you really need, that you've been contending with, is this sense of like, I guess you could say restlessness too. All right. Because I'm seeing this here also. 5 of hearts to me. 5 of hearts can be restless a lot of times too. But 4 of hearts can also be restless, also wanting to escape a certain situation or feeling trapped in a certain way, feeling trapped in either a certain situation or feeling trapped in a certain way of feeling, if that makes sense to you. Okay. This also may come from a sense of not feeling safe. You know, sometimes I feel like if I'm you, Boo Boo, I feel like I question my whole time here on this planet. Like, do I even fucking belong here at all? You know, because it seems like sometimes everything has just shown me that, look, you're not from here. Don't get too comfortable here. Okay. So, like, that type of shit. But there's an equanimity here. There's a balance here that you can tap into. It doesn't have to be this uncomfortable for you, is what I'm saying to you. Okay. Now, I'm seeing kind of like a lot of emotion here. All your emotion cards here are actually reversed. All right, here's your other emotion card here. You got a 7 of hearts. Actually, this ain't reversed. This is actually right side up. Okay. So I could tell like there's right now too, it feels like there's moments of there's like for some reason inside, once again, I feel like you kind of got a good poker face too. So inside there's highs and lows like a motherfucker. It's kind of like this, you know. Although you see how I went real high and then real low, what work you're doing is like that scope of high and low is getting smaller. Yes, there's still a variation, but now it's like to where it's like you're kind of evening it out, you know. And I could tell that you've also been doing, you know, definitely been putting in some work on yourself. So that actually is a good thing. All right. Also, you're going to be having favor with whoever's in charge or any superiors, management, whatever, as far as work goes. I don't know if you have any legal matters, but this shows to me that you're coming out on top. If you do have any legal matters coming up, or if you're involved in anything legal, but like I said, it's either legal matters or it's also like management, a boss, somebody who's like you're kind of like they gotta I don't want to say they got a sweet spot for you, but not like in that way. No Cuomo, all right? This is more like, you know what I'm saying? Like just it seems to me like to quote the Christians, all right, favor, the Lord's favoring you. He's going to make others favor you, okay? Something like that. Yes, it is your job to be. It is your job. You chose to come. So it's working with these feelings and stuff is a must, which is also why they're coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you know that because you have this other perspective. It's like, well, but I chose to come here. You know, so as rough as the time because I might have been having shit, like I chose to come. All right, 4 diamonds once again. Um, this is the what do I want card. What do I really want? And not just what do I want, but why. The why is the fuel. The why is the jet fuel. Why is what makes it move. You know, but what would be the destination? Okay, so in this analogy, you have your destination, you got your GPS set, but now you need to put that fuel in. Like the why. Okay. I feel like you're in that process though. I feel like you're in the process because sometimes it's a process. I mean, you might sit down right now and be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and meditate. Like, what do I want? You know, it may not come about just like that. You know, sometimes it comes in pieces. You put the shit together. Sometimes I just know right here, right now. I just figured it out, or it just came to me, or I just became aware right now. This is what it is. You know, tin can. Oh man, and I'm losing my voice a little bit too. All right. Uh, this right here. New money, new forms of money. Yeah, you may have insights or ideas for a new or an additional source of income. Maybe that's like investing. Maybe that's something else. I don't know what it might be. You might not even be able to take advantage of it right now, but mark that down somewhere because you will come back to it. Okay, so boom, right? Damn. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got this right. They want me to tell you that you're going through a gateway right now as far as um, an expansion in your consciousness, an expansion in your knowledge also. I feel like, are you reading a lot right now? I don't know. I feel like you've been kind of like reading maybe more than usual, or something like that. Maybe listening to things more than usual. All right. Not saying that you don't before, but like you seem to be absorbing information. Okay, you're in like a collective phase right now where you're collecting data. You know, not only that, not only from the outside, what you're reading, what you're hearing, but the channels. Right. Nah, I'm reading energy a lot. Okay, yeah, that's what I just said. The channels. Yeah. Being that this is an 11, this Jack, the numerical value is 11. How funny we got 11 is 11. It makes perfect sense about the downloads. So yes, I hope that you're writing down your downloads. I hope that you're writing them down. Please write them down. It's funny how they give you something, and sometimes you're like, what the fuck is this? What am I gonna do with this? And then later on, at the right time, maybe you're looking through your journal or wherever you wrote the shit down, and you're like, wow, I see. I'm humbled now. Okay, I apologize. I see what this was about. I don't know why you had to give it to me back then, but I see now what this is about. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're writing it down. Please write that shit down. I'm telling you. I follow my own advice. I have my journal. I don't care if it's a weird thought. I'll just write it down. I don't even know if it has a purpose. I'm gonna write it down. Okay? So that's what I have for you. All right, so I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you again, Woo, and everybody else who's joined me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hell, even some of you herpes out there. I can appreciate you from afar. It's got to be from afar, though. Okay? Shit. If you're gonna spy, do it really well. Okay? You're gonna be floating around, do it well. In other words, be invisible. Don't let me fucking see you popping up anywhere that I might be associated. Okay? Just, all right? How about that? Namaste. All right? Yeah. Peace, everybody. I'm out of here.